What's up, lovely people? I'm back with a new video. I know it's been ages since I uploaded one. I have been in a very bad and dark place the past year, and I know we all were, pero syempre, we have to, still get the drive to create. So I'm here, and moving forward, I promise to make more videos. So for this video, I'm gonna show you how to book a vacation in Boracay despite the pandemic. I know we're all reluctant to book a vacation. And so if you have plans to go to Boracay this summer, just keep on watching. Everyone, of course, is encouraged to stay indoors. So last year, around June, the government gave a go signal na to open tourism again. Pero of course, reluctant yung provinces, so they had to close again. Pero this year, more provinces have travel restrictions lifted, including yung Boracay. Well, looking at the bright side, mas maraming bibigyan ng trabaho kapag nag-open ulit yung local tourism natin. Pero since may pandemic, of course, mas mahigpit or mas strict yung health and safety measures in traveling. Maraming nagtanong sa akin about the process on how to, book a vacation in Boracay. And when they knew mukha siyang complicated, mukhang maraming requirements, maraming kailangan lakarin or bayaran. Pero, hindi naman talaga. So, niyaya ako ng friend ko na magpunta ng Boracay for his birthday. So, shout out to JC. Yung pamilya nila yung may-ari ng Anielas Leche Flan. If ever na napadaan kayo ng Espanya and you're craving for leche flan, they have the best leche flan. I swear by it. So, birthday niya, and then, dalawa kami na niyaya niya sa Boracay. So, siya na rin yung nag-book nung airfare via PAL. So, naka-sale din yun. So, mas maganda rin siguro na you guys watch out for seat sales sa PAL, sa Sebpac, sa AirAsia. For the hotel, we decided to book sa Two Seasons Hotel Boracay sa Station 1, if you guys are familiar. Pero, of course, it's still your choice kung saan kayo magsistay. We also suggest na you guys book the round-trip van and boat transfer to and from the hotel. So, pagdating nyo ng Caticlan Airport, kailangan may sumundo sa inyo na van, and then you'll ride a Roro or boat papunta doon sa hotel. And kapag pabalik na rin kayo ng Manila, ayun, kailangan nyo ulit yung van and boat transfer. You can coordinate with the hotel that you booked if ever, kung pwedeng silang mag-arrange ng van and boat transfer for you. So, mas mura siya if you will book it ahead of time. Pero I don't have an idea kung pwedeng like right there and then kayo magbubook ng van and boat transfer. So, after you book your seats, your hotel, your van and boat transfer, we'll move on to the next step, which is yung kinatatakutan ng karamihan, which is yung RT-PCR or swab test. So, we scheduled our swab via the Travel PH. So, this is an initiative of the Department of Tourism. So, we got swabbed for like 900 pesos lang. If you are near Manila or if you live in Manila, you can schedule your swab sa UPPGH or sa Philippine Children's Medical Center. This is their website. You just have to choose where you want to get swabbed, and then after that, you just have to fill out some details. So, ito yung mga details na kakailanganin nila or yung kailangan yung i-submit to approve your application for scheduling your swab. We checked, and ang normal na rate for swab test is 3,000 talaga yung regular. If you're a government employee, you can get it for 1,800. If you have PhilHealth, you can get the PhilHealth discount, so magiging 1,400 na lang siya. And, of course, if you book it via Travel PH, 900 pesos na lang. And free naman yung for PWD and senior citizen na magpapaswab. So, it wasn't my first time na maswab, pero syempre, it always feels like first time. Kinakabahan ako, and yun. Yung swab is via yung dalawang nostrils and yung oral din. Pero hindi siya masakit. If you guys are wondering, hindi talaga siya masakit. Parang magugulat ka lang, tapos na. So, the good thing is, UPPGH will send the schedule of your swab depending on your flight details. So, they will do the math for you para hindi ka na mag-worry na, hala, baka hindi ako umabot, ganito yung flight ko, wala pang sinusend na schedule sa akin. So, they will work it out for you. Kami, we were swabbed ng February 12 kasi ang flight namin is February 14. And we got the result agad-agad ng Feb 13. So, ayun, we booked it like 2 weeks ahead. Pero nag-reply sila ng Feb 11. And then, swab na agad ng Feb 12. Sa Boracay kasi, or sa Aklan, nire-require nila na yung validity ng swab is 72 hours before you arrive. So, since na-swab kami ng February 12, pasok pa rin siya dun sa 72 hours when we arrived noong Feb 14. I hope that makes sense. So, after you get swabbed and you got the result, save it on your phone and print it then for later. So, the next step, is securing a tourist QR from Aklan LGU. So this QR code will be your friend when you get to Boracay and through your flight and everywhere you go. So to do that, you have to go to Aklan's LGU website, and then you just have to fill out some details. It will only ask for basic information, and then you just have to submit. So after that, it will route you to a confirmation page. So you just have to take a screenshot of that kasi andun din yung information ng mga files na kailangan ni email and yung email address kung saan isa-send yung mga files na yon. And then, so sa confirmation page na yon, nakalagay lahat ng mga kailangang attachments na i-email ulit sa Aklan LGU to get the health declaration and tourist QR code. So at this point, you should have your hotel details, your flight details, and then you also have your RT-PCR swab result, dapat. And then the screenshot of the confirmation page from the Aklan LGU page. So those are the things you need. Now that you have everything that you need, save to your phone, send that to touristboracay@gmail.com, and then after 10 minutes, like agad-agad, magre-reply sila sa'yo with your health declaration form with your tourist QR code. So for the files, you can either print those or save it to your phone. So, whatever's more convenient for you. If you're the type na mas gusto nyo na may daladalang papel, go lang. And pwede rin naman na nasa phone nyo lang lahat. So, ako, what we did, nasa phone lang lahat yung aming files na kailangan. So, when you get to the airport, when you check in, you will be asked for your flight information, of course, the RT-PCR swab result, of course, dapat negative, and then valid ID plus your health declaration form with tourist QR. Same then when you arrive to Caticlan Airport, they will ask for the same documents. Kaya nasabi ko na magiging friend nyo talaga, especially yung tourist QR. So even when you get to the terminal para sa boat transfer, they will also ask for that. Sa van, I remember we were asked for the tourist QR. And then, yeah, even pabalik. And some of the establishments din sa Boracay, they ask for the tourist QR. So it's safe na nasa phone nyo siya lagi. So to summarize all of that, all you need to do is book your flight, book your hotel, book your van and boat transfer to and from the hotel, and then schedule your swab via Travel PH, or marami rin namang iba like Red Cross and some LGUs I think offer a free swab test. And then get your tourist QR code, of course, after all of that. And then, ayun, you're ready to go to Boracay. Okay, so share ko lang some of the activities that we did in Boracay. So, maraming establishments yung closed, and yung mga nagbukas din naman ngayon, they close strictly at 10 to 11 p.m. So, sobrang higpit ng curfew. Like, even yung mga bars. So, wala na talaga yung nightlife sa Boracay. So, we arrived, I think, around 6 p.m. Dahil na-delay yung flight namin. So, we just strolled around the beach and then ate dinner at the hotel. Ganyan, nag-explore lang kami ng konti. And then, we went to D-Mall. If you guys are familiar, nasa Station 1 din siya. May mga bukas na bars doon and nag-try lang kami doon sa isa. So, most of our activities, we booked it via Klook. So, mas wise na i-book nyo na lang siya via Klook dahil marami silang sale ngayon up to I think 70% off. So yung aming island hopping activity the next day, we got it for just 945 pesos from 1,500 if I'm not mistaken. So yung island hopping activity from Kulok, inclusive na yun of tour guide, yung boat transfer of course, and then pwede kayo mag-snorkel for 40 minutes, I guess. And we went to Puka Beach, kasama yun doon. So, yung activities na doon is just, mamasyal lang. Pwede ka magpa-hair braid. Pwede kang mag-avail ng fresh buko juice and shakes doon kasi sobrang sarap doon sa Puka Beach. And you can also buy souvenirs and accessories, yan, parang ganyan, na binibenta ng mga locals doon sa Puka Beach. Kasama na rin yung lunch doon sa island hopping activity. So, we went to Tambisaan Beach, tapos doon kami nag-lunch. Sobrang sarap ng pagkain, as in, grabe, hindi namin in-expect. Akala namin packed meal lang, pero grabe, parang catering pala siya. So, yun. And after nun, we went to Crystal Cove. So, nakakalungkot lang kasi wala na activity dun sa loob. I think before may mga bukas na bar sa loob and restaurant. And then, I think merong mga banda before, pero ngayon malungkot na siya. Like, wala na talagang tao. Ang pinupuntahan na lang is yung mismong cove. So, yun yung pinupuntahan ng lahat ng turista. But it's just, fascinating. Malakas yung wave inside the cove. And then, crystal blue talaga yung tubig. So, nakakatakot lang kasi it looks slippery, pero sobrang ganda. Like, it's my first time din kasi to see something like that. We just spent the rest of our stay going to like bars, dipping in the pool. So, ayun, like I mentioned, after 11 p.m. close na lahat. So, kung hahanap ka ng aura, humanap ka na sa umaga. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope this would help people who are wondering how to go to Boracay this 2021. If you have questions, feel free to comment down below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, bakit hindi pa? Charot. And please hit the notification bell so you'll know whenever I have a new video. Thank you so much. Bye!